Hi again, folks. If you've not seen us before, we're Mike and Trisha, and along with our wee dog Kira, we're out and about exploring France. In our last video, we visited Mont Saint-Michel, and we're using this tour to give our new camper van Daphne a good old shakedown to find out what works for us and what doesn't. We've moved on from Mont Saint-Michel and we've just had a night at a camping car park at La Forêt-sur-Sèvre, and it's time for us to move on. That wasn't a bad wee stopover, but it was a bit on the wet side, wasn't it?
It was very, very wet, yeah.
I think we were quite lucky to get the pitch that we got. I think a lot of the pitches were really badly waterlogged actually, particularly down the far end. Some of them, it was like a swimming pool. I managed to get a quick walk with Kira though, but the mission this morning is to try and find somewhere to do the washing again, isn't it?
Yes, the laverie.
And of course you've stripped the bed down. Normally we've been travelling with the bed down, but we've put the bed up because all the sheets and everything have got to get changed, haven't they?
Yeah, yeah.
But we've got nice clear vision now that the rain stopped.
Nice and dry.
You got the windows done with the Karcher too, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
It seems to be working really well.
Yeah, I got that new Karcher that you can interchange blades, and you can have a wide blade or a shorter blade.
Seems to work a treat though, doesn't it?
It does, it's really good.
What blade did you use on that one then?
I used the wider blade.
There's a supermarket coming up here. This'll do us. We head into the laverie and Trisha feeds the machine €10 and starts loading the machine. I'm keen to do my bit too. Then Trisha heads into the Super U while I take Kira and we meet back at the van. What's this you've got us then?
I think they're bungies.
Bungies.
Oh, bugness.
It looks like a yum yum.
It does look like yum yum. I think they're supposed to be very nice with coffee.
Yeah. Mama.
Oh, no. Please don't. Time's
ticking on, so we head off to find a spot for lunch, and Trisha tells me there's a problem with the washing.
The washing is as dry as if I had taken out your washing machine.
Yeah.
So I'm really hacked off. So we're going to move on and find another dryer because I didn't want to chump any more money in it.
No, it's just put a little bit of a spanner in the works, hasn't it? We were planning on driving about 100 miles today, weren't we?
Yeah.
We're still on the quest to get south, to the south of France for a little bit better weather. That's the plan, but now we're going to have to find another laundry.
Mm-hmm. But you can use Park for Night, and it shows you, it's like a little hand like this with a wee flower or something in it. And if you click on that, it tells you if it's laundrette, so they're dotted about as well, which is really good. So we should be able to find one, okay. I found one.
You found one already?
Yeah, and it's on our route, so that's where we're going to be heading.
What's that you're having?
Cup of tea.
You're hiding something?
I'm not.
Show me.
It's a little pastry. Well, okay, it's a big pastry.
I was about to say, it doesn't look very little.
It's like an apple turnover.
Well, is it any good?
Oh, it's fabulous. A wee treat.
You got one for me?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
You're so kind to me.
I'm very kind to you.
Well, I'm still having my ham and mustard sandwiches, and I've got a little bit of camembert here as well. When in France, you have to give it a go, don't you? Oh, yeah. After lunch we head off to find another laundrette, and we're reminded of why we're taking the back roads through France. It's the kind of old village charm that we wanted to experience, and damp washing isn't going to dampen our spirits. Then as we pull up into Super U, we have a feeling of déjà vu.
You can have the heavy one.
And head to the laverie, where this time the tumble dryer does a good job. We've reached our destination. It's called L'Île Jourdain. There's a little village air here. This'll do nicely. Right, let's go, folks. Come on, kitty pups. Out you come. We're going on an adventure today, aren't we? We're going to explore this viaduct.
Yes.
Because we saw it on the way in the car, didn't we?
Yeah.
Come here, Kira.
Get your collar
And
on.
it looks quite impressive from the road. So, hopefully, it's equally impressive when we're on it. And from the air. Right, it's this way to the viaduct.
Yes, it is.
I think we're on an old railway line.
Yeah, I think it is an old railway line that runs across it.
Yeah. And then it's moving on day again today.
Yes, it is. That was a lovely free park up last night.
It was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Added bonus, there was a toilet.
It always is an added bonus.
And it was lovely and clean.
It's great when you find spots like this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to go back to another laverie today?
Unless you dirty your clothes again or she's sick.
What do you mean if I dirty my clothes? How dare you? Here we go, that's the viaduct there.
Yeah, we should get some really good views.
The L'Île Jourdain viaduct opened in 1884 to cross the river Vienne so that the railway line between Civray and Lussac could be completed, and the last trains crossed here in 1969. The viaduct is 304 metres long, 40 metres high, and is made up of 12 arches, each with an opening of 20 metres. From here, we get a fantastic view of L'Île Jourdain. Right, we'll head back and hit the road.
Yes, it's very cold.
Right, we just need to turn the gas off before we go, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Which is a little bit of a nuisance. It's a big bit of a nuisance. If we could change one thing in this van, like one thing, do you know what that would be?
What?
Have a guess. It would be the gas. It's not just because of the hassle putting the gas on and off. That's just a minor inconvenience. But when we bought this van, we knew it took gas bottles. We knew that we would have to get 3.9 kilogram gas bottles. What we didn't know was that Caller Gas were just in the process of withdrawing 3.9 kilogram gas bottles. And we weren't told that. We actually just found out about that because we were going to get the van and we thought we better look into getting some gas bottles. And we did, and that's when we found out Caller were withdrawing them. So then we had to go and get the flow gas bottles, didn't we?
Yeah.
Flow gas were doing the 3.9s, but the problem with the flow gas was you had to have bottles, and they were exchanging the bottles, but you had to have the bottles. You couldn't just buy the flow gas bottles from Flow Gas.
No.
So anyway, eventually we found somewhere that would supply us with the 3.9 kilogram flow gas bottles. We had to drive about 100 miles to get them, remember
that? It was 100 mile, yeah.
And then we decided we were coming to France, and they don't do flow gas over in France. So we thought we'll get ourselves a camping gas bottle because we knew that they did these in France. And if we had an empty one, when we got to France, we could exchange it for a full one. Well, that was easier said than done because a few days back, I went hunting for some camping gas. And could I find it? No. We've been on the lookout for camping gas for some time, but everywhere we go to, they just don't seem to have it. Lots of other types of gas. They've got Elfie gas, Antar gas, Prima gas, more Antar gas, Butagas, or butt gas, as I've been calling it. Although Tricia says I've got that already.
Then I remembered that on the Swift owner's vlog on Facebook that someone had mentioned you could get camping gas at Super U, Hyper U.
Yeah. So I nipped in and we were really quite fortunate because there was one bottle left on the shelf. Is it a 907?
It has. Camping gas 907.
The
is
907
the
that this van
Yeah.
takes. So we were fortunate that we were able to get one. But you know, all this, it's actually got us thinking that we would quite like to get ourselves an underslung gas tank in this van. I think it will just be an awful lot easier. I know that people have also been talking about the future of LPG and is that going to be there long term, but as far as I make out, I think it is. I think there's some of the forecourts might stop doing it, but other places are going to continue to do LPG, and it seems to be quite the in thing over here.
Yes, you
in
get a lot
France.
of filling stations do LPG.
Yeah. So we have decided that we are going to get ourselves an underslung LPG tank. I think it'll be a lot easier. We've spoken to a company back in the UK called Rhino Installs. They're based in Preston, and I think we're going to go with them. So when we get back, that's definitely something that we are going to be looking into. But anyway, that's me enough gassing on.
Wah, wah, wah.
Where are we going now?
We are going to Martel.
Martel. So we're looking forward to getting there. I think that's enough for this vlog. Hope you've enjoyed it, folks, and we'll see you on the next one.